Welcome to Life Today. I'm Randy Robison. I have with me Brian Head Welch from the band KoRn. Good to have you, Brian.
I'm glad to be here.
You got a new book, Eyes Wide Open?
Yes, With My Eyes Wide Open. It's coming out May 17th.
Your eyes are shut on the cover.
Yes, they are.
I'm just saying.
I was blinking. No, I'm just joking.
So quick background for those who may not have kept up with you, although most of them watching this interview probably have. You were in KoRn, big success, drug addict, all sorts of problems, left the band, cleaned up, got radically saved,
Yeah.
and then rejoined the band. Where are you at now? You guys out touring? Are you guys recording?
We're actually finishing a new record, and I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. So, yeah.
Pleasure
I'm
or
doing both.
business?
We got a 3-day tour over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a week long, but there's 3 shows.
Okay.
So yeah, things are going good. I couldn't have predicted this
Yeah.
outcome if you would have asked me.
Yeah. I mean, the
decade
way
ago.
it sounded last time you were here, you were done with that.
Yeah.
You were doing the solo stuff. You had a band for a couple of albums there in between.
Yeah. A band called Love and Death.
Love and Death,
I still do that
You still doing that?
once in a while. It's
You-
hard to tour with it, but
You sing in that band.
yeah.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was different.
Yeah. That's a whole nother challenge. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Type of thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So quick question, because I know the question everybody asks. Why'd you go back to KoRn?
Actually, I didn't want to go back. I was doing my own thing, and it felt like I finally did something, that wasn't necessarily the popular thing to do. Leave success, follow Jesus, and it's not as popular.
Right.
And so I had pride in that. It was like something that the Lord called me to, and I said yes. And so I was doing that. And when I was living that life and doing the solo stuff and doing, speaking and all that, I had a lot of challenges along the way. It was like my pride got challenged every step of the way. And everything ugly that was in me came to the surface and got dealt with. So, but I was rising above, and I was ready to go to my destiny of just, it's like Abraham, go to a place where, follow me to a place that you don't know.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that, and then next thing you know, God started leading me back to where I came from, to KoRn, and I was just like, this is not God, and so I resisted it for a little bit, and then I started having really close, intimate, spiritual encounters at home, and I got counsel from a couple pastors and some friends, and
Okay. Good.
it was clear that
Yeah.
it was time.
Yeah. So God returned you, released you back into the band. How's that going?
It's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their head on straight. There's no wild, crazy parties backstage with drugs and drinking. Some people drink and whatever. No one's perfect, obviously. No one in the world is, but it's really a positive atmosphere. And there's, most people around us, I think, believe in God. The guys in the band, and necessarily the way I believe in God, no, but a few of us do. And but just like any family, there's different beliefs and different things that people like to do. And so I grew up with these guys. They're my family, and we're just locked in the family. And I'm they're just, everyone's open. They're like, you want to go talk about Jesus to the fans? Go do it. Whatever makes you happy, bro.
Yeah. See, and that's really cool. I've seen some videos in your documentary.
Yeah.
Where you go out into the atrium, the foyer, and witness and pray with these guys, the people that are coming to see
Yeah.
you.
I mean, it's a little crazy because there's like sometimes there could be thousands of people at the show. So what we do is I just pray that the Lord would bring the ones that are supposed to be there, and the ones that aren't, just lead them away,
Yeah.
just because it can get disruptive.
Sure.
And so I want to handle business, you know, and I just, basically me and the bass player, Fieldy, will sometimes we'll tell our story. If it makes sense, you know, and there's room and we can gather people and all that, we'll do it. And we do it, I like to do it more, you know, all the time if I can. But it doesn't work out like that. But
I was, of course, saw it in the documentary, but I've also seen some random phone videos.
Yeah.
Where you're doing it, which to me is great because it says that, well, you weren't just doing it for show. This is just what you do. What kind of responses have you seen over the last couple of years doing that kind of thing?
You know, everyone seems to be open. There was a few mockers that, you know, and I'm not intimidated by them either, you know. It's just, it seems like people are open because when you start talking about, if you just become real with people, then they're gonna, this generation wants real. Look at all the reality shows, you know, they can smell phoning miles away.
Yeah.
So I just tell my testimony, and there's power in testimony, and God does the rest. And so there's a lot of people that are open, though. They don't want religion.
Yeah.
But, you know, they want something real. And so I just share my genuine story, and they respond if they choose. And usually it's a great percentage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So what do you say to that person that comes to your concert that's watching the interview because they're KoRn fans, they're fans of your music, and that whole thing? What do you say? What's your message to them?
Well, it's different, you know. We're spirit-led, you know, and sometimes, for the main ones, we just start talking. Sometimes we'll do Q&A,
Yeah.
and they'll start talking about us life, and then we'll talk about our life, and then someone will bring up, so what happened when you changed, you know? And so God just sets it up, but you know, just tell them the story. You know, we're out here. I'm out here right here with you guys because I used to be back there, just mangled in alcohol and drugs, and just it was all about me. Yeah. And I wanted the night to be about me, and I was killing myself trying to party. But you know, I've had a life change, and now my heart is for you. And what happened to me was Christ came into my life, and he showed me that He's real. And He forgave me my sin, and you know, tell the gospel about how He came, and He was born of a virgin, and that He was put to death for us, and risen for us, and that He raises people back to life like me, like I was dead in my drug addiction and everything. He raised me back to life. Fieldy says the same thing, the bass player, and we just say, if you want this, you know, you can have it, and we're here because we love you and we want to pray for you, you know.
At a KoRn concert. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's
Totally.
very, very cool. Where do you see yourself in 5-10 years?
I would like to be probably done with music.
Oh, come on, don't say that. Don't
No.
disappoint us.
No, touring in like 10 years. I don't want to tour as much.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's 10 years. That's a long time. But I would like to be involved with music in some way. But honestly, I just want to be led by the Spirit and where I'm supposed to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And if that's doing what I'm doing now, then so be it. But, you know, I don't know.
As long as the Spirit led, it's good. That's all you got to worry about, right?
Yeah, I just want to be in the will of God. That's where I want to be in 10 years.
And you'll be in good shape. What's the website for your book? People want to check it out.
You can go to brianheadwelch.net.
Of course, the book's available lots of places.
Yeah.
Check it out. Even if you're not a KoRn fan, you're a fan of testimonies. Great testimony right here. And I want to mention, thank you for being here, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to see more of Brian right now, you can see him on the broadcast show of Life Today that is available at lifetoday.org. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button because we want to let you know about all the great videos from Life Today.